Top 10 Zombie Series on Netflix. Zombie movies and TV shows fall in a wide range of genres: science fiction, thriller, action, romance, horror, and even comedy. The flexibility of the subgenre is incredible. Hey guys, welcome to your entertainment channel Netflix Tops, where we tell you about the top-rated movies and series on Netflix. So grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of the video, because today's video is going to list down the top 10 zombie series to watch on Netflix. So let's get started. Number 10. iZombies. Thomas and Diane Ruggiero-Wright created the American supernatural procedural crime drama television series iZombies for the CW. Additionally, it is a loose adaptation of Chris Roberson's comic book series of the same name. Liv Moore, a medical student, is invited to a party that transforms into a terrifying zombie arena. She reanimates and turns into a zombie. In addition, she works in the coroner's office to gain access to human brains because she needs to consume them to stay human. Meanwhile, she solves murders as a psychic by absorbing the traits and memories of the person she ate the brain from. The top cast of zombies is David Anders, Rahul Kohli, Robert Buckley, Rose McIver, and Malcolm Goodwin. Number 9. The Last Kids on Earth. Rounding off the list of the best zombie series on Netflix right now is The Last Kids on Earth. The children's animated streaming television program The Last Kids on Earth is based on the Max Brailer book series of the same name. Furthermore, it's been a few months since a weird sky portal appeared, releasing a variety of creatures and undead, effectively bringing an end to human civilization. Teenager Jack Sullivan discovers that he is no longer the awkward, disregarded youngster he once was in his abandoned community, because all the grown-ups and cool kids have either become zombies or have been transported to unidentified safe zones by the remaining military. Additionally, it will be challenging for him and his remaining pals to survive the end of the world as the apex predators of this brave new planet, because of visitors from the other side, rampaging beasts, and the never-ending zombie horde. The top cast voices include Montserrat Hernandez, Nick Wolfhard, Charles Demers, and Garland Witt. Number 8. Black Summer. Netflix's original series Black Summer is the companion show to Z Nation and follows a mother separated from her daughter at the start of a zombie apocalypse, chronicling her desperate attempt to reunite with her child. Jamie King stars in the lead role as Rose, who joins forces on her journey with a small group of refugees navigating the new world. The show has a more intimate feel, causing anxiety to grow and grow with each passing episode as tensions mount. It also makes a subtle social commentary on the current international refugee crisis and debates about immigration. Though a lower-budget series, Black Summer delivers frightening zombies and edge-of-your-seat close calls that really heighten its suspense. Number 7. All of Us Are Dead. The zombie apocalypse show All of Us Are Dead was made by Chung Sung-il, Lee Jae-koi, and Kim Nam-soo. Furthermore, it is based on the well-known webcomic by Jo Dong-wen. Furthermore, the plot centers on a high school where botched experiments have fatal results when zombies take over the entire campus. In addition, the students are compelled to stand up for themselves when events spiral out of control because they have no access to the outside world and a limited supply of other necessities. These adolescents' only weapons in their fight against the undead are their determination to win and whatever items they can snag to protect themselves from the ruthless and savage assaults. The top cast includes Kim Ji-hoo, Yoon Chang-young, Yo In-so, Cho Yi-hoon, and Lo Man. Number 6. Glitch. What tends to get underplayed in zombie media is why exactly the recently dead are rising from their graves. Usually that works, since any explanation represents time not spent blowing them away with shotguns. But with Glitch, the hunt for a reason why it's happened takes center stage. Unusually, in Glitch, when they return from the dead, they're not wide-eyed and craving human flesh, but are actually completely fine, better than ever even. When a policeman gets quite a shock on seeing his recently dead wife roaming the streets, he starts investigating any possible links between the resurrected, and things spiral out from there. Number 5. Daybreak. The appeal of an apocalypse scenario, zombie or otherwise, is being the only one left, and being able to do whatever the hell you want. This is exactly what transforms C-average high schooler Josh into protagonist material. Here, it's only adults who get zombified, letting the usual high school drama spill out into the real world, with real stakes. But this isn't the bleak kind of post-apocalypse, with starvation and impossible choices. It's the fun kind, with roving gangs and silly outfits. And in a nod to the obvious Ferris Bueller's influences, Matthew Broderick's hamming it up as a cartoon bad guy. Number 4. Kingdom. Whereas most zombie shows have a contemporary setting, the better to subtly hint this probably won't happen tomorrow. But what if it did? Kingdom is set in medieval Korea, which is a bit of a departure straight off the bat. It has the advantage that it doesn't even need to be the usual deserted streets, looted shop setting, since a medieval kingdom stricken by famine is just as bleak a backdrop. Kingdom by nature must be both a zombie show and a period drama, and initially it seems to be putting the court intrigue front and center. The crown prince is worried about being usurped by the new queen. The brutal Haewan-Cho clan is taking ever greater control of the government, and in the middle of all this, the king himself seems to have been taken mysteriously ill. Kingdom is 2 seasons in now, and still going, with a strong plotline based on the royal succession, and horrible zombies coming in orthogonally to provide a completely different existential threat. Number 3. Santa Clarita Diet. One of the more original and funny takes in the zombie genre, it would be too easy to dismiss Santa Clarita Diet as one of the most interminable American Beauty-style soap operas where Drew Barrymore's jaded suburban finds something that pulls them out of their rut and lets them enjoy life again. Granted, that is the basic dynamic. It's just that here, the inciting incident comes when she's rendered undead. This leads into a dynamic common to many shows where we are asked to sympathize with the killer, where they try their best to pick out victims who obviously deserve it. Here, though, it has the additional friction of Barrymore keeping an eye out for potential meals who look quite tasty, much to her husband Timothy Oliphant's quiet distress, as if murdering them wasn't bad enough. Despite the preponderance of gore and other bodily fluids, Santa Clarita Diet is first and foremost a comedy, and a good one, full of ridiculous situations that might seem contrived if they weren't laugh-out-loud funny. In a genre full of world-ending apocalypses, it's a lovely lighter note. Number 2. The Walking Dead. Beginning in 2010, while The Walking Dead hardly came along in the zombie genre's first full flush of youth, it was front and center in the efforts to drag the concept of zombie apocalypse out of the horror ghetto into the mainstream. Like the things it inexplicably keeps calling walkers, as if the Z word is considered politically incorrect, The Walking Dead will keep on shuffling along and devouring human flesh long past the point it seems scientifically possible. Number 1. Z Nation. Z Nation is something like an economy version of The Walking Dead, following an amorphous group through a post-apocalyptic America, and with all humanity's hopes and dreams pinned on one guy who's immune to being zombified, who a ragtag group of survivors have to get to the super-secret research center to save mankind. You know the sort of thing. It's at a later stage of the apocalypse, with society having well and truly crumbled for a while now, but still basically familiar territory. Set 3 years after the zombie virus first wreaked havoc and destruction, the show is campy and humorous, but also full of thrills and chills. The series doesn't take itself too seriously, and it is a fun ride for fans of all things zombie. The entertaining scares make up for the sometimes muddled narrative and oftentimes frustrating characters, and the frights are what help Z Nation be so engaging. And this brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.